sisters, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something completely different, kind of Royale High Halo tier list. Yay! Right guys. Alrighty, so first up on the list we've got the Glimmering Light Halo, one of the OG Halos, and a lot of people love that one. I like it. It's very simplistic, nice golden color, you know, stuff like that. It's obviously just a regular Halo, but they put a little bit more detail into it. So, what I would rate this Halo, I would, in my personal opinion, and don't get me wrong, we all have opinions, guys, I would rate it an A on the tier list because it is simplistic, but there are some really nice and rare Halos. So, an A rank isn't that bad either, guys. Remember that. And moving on, we have the Corrupt Halo. It came out around the same time as the Glimmering Halo, and personally, I love this Halo a lot. A lot of people say they don't like it because of the spikes that they added. Personally, I like this Halo because, I mean, there's a light Halo, so there's obviously got to be a dark one, right, guys? Anyways, aside from that, what else? I personally think the spikes make it look better. Honestly, they're kind of transparent-ish. You can see them sometimes, then you don't see them anymore. But another thing to discuss about this, I don't understand why people don't like this Halo because of the spikes. Because if you think about it, you shouldn't hate the Halo just because there's some purple spikes. I honestly love purple. It's my favorite color. So I'd love to have this Halo, but I am not as fortunate as some other people. So, anyways, yes, I rated this an S tier because one of my personal favorites, guys. So you might disagree with me in the comments. That's perfectly fine. We're all entitled to have our own opinions. So, and next I am going to be talking about the Halloween 2018 Halo. Not a lot of people like this Halo because, spiders. And personally, I'm fine with spiders. I'd be okay with it because I'd be fine with literally any Halo in the game. But if you base this on looks, not a lot of people like it because there's spiders. Although this is a Halloween Halo, there are lots of girls playing the game. Not that I'm being rude to you people, you know what I mean. Like, some people just don't like spiders, and that's perfectly fine. Personally, I'd be fine with some spiders on my head. You know that weird spooter trend you see on Royale High? Even if you don't, you can just look up a YouTube video on it. But it's, if you're a spooter, you could just have a spooter Halo. It makes total sense, right, guys? Anyways, I will be rating this a, drumroll, B tier, of course. I don't personally think it's good enough for an A tier, and sorry about these stretched out images, but it's still a high enough Halo since it's a decently old Halo as well. Yeah. It's good for Halloween, let's be honest. Well, anyways, we have Halloween 2019 up next, because obviously you can't have 2018 without talking about the 2019 Halo. Literally, this is the most high demand Halo. Everybody wants it. I've seen multiple people on YouTube with like multiple of these Halos, which I find very surprising since there are very few. Seems that like you guys might relate, but it seems like this Halo is so rare, yet like every YouTuber in Royale High seems to have one or something. But anyways, I personally love this Halo. As I said before, purple, favorite color, okay? We can't argue with that. It's literally a purple Halo. And it has a little ghost on top. It's adorable. Who wouldn't want a flying ghost hovering over you? Right, guys? But anyways, since it's so rare, obviously I'm going to have to make this an S tier. Not just because it's rare, it's actually, it looks really nice. It would go very great with the Empress set because I believe there's some weird chains on it. Not weird, sorry. And oops, I put 2 images of it, but you know what? Ignore that. Just pretend there's one. You can see the amazing ghost on top and the chains. The chains just go along with the image. You know what I mean, guys? But next, the 2019 Lucky Halo for St. Patrick's Day. So this Halo is interesting. It's rainbow, has a cloud. It's like basically a rainbow halo, guys. Let's be honest. It's on a cloud. So I like that. It's not the most originality. I mean, don't get me wrong here, guys. I love this Halo. I love all the Halos, like seriously. It's just not one of my personal favorites since I don't really wear a lot of rainbow outfits. I wouldn't really think it would look the nicest, but you know. Anyways, I personally think I would give this Halo a D tier? Yeah, a D tier. I'm gonna give it a D. So it looks nice. I love how all of this fits in together. It's just personally, like, let's say the new version of it, it's a lot nicer than this one, but it's expected for that since they're having a lot of reworks and stuff. But speaking of the newest one, that's what we're going to talk about next, the new or Lucky Halo 2020. Personally, this Halo, it's pretty cool. It was the first ever customizable Halo, and I'm gonna be honest, I love this one a lot. It has a bunch of rainbows everywhere that you can color to whatever color you want. So pretty much if you didn't like rainbow as your main aesthetic, you could just change it to, let's say, blue if you have a blue outfit, or maybe red. You know, you can just customize it instead of having to put patterns on it, which don't necessarily always look nice, especially with my winter Halo. It definitely looks a bit interesting, but I normally use that for blue outfits. And I'm gonna give this an A tier because it's great, customizable. And it's mainly just for St. Patrick's Day, but personally I would wear it a lot. Don't know your guys' opinion, but that's what I would do. Yeah, pretty much that's it for that Halo. But yes, sorry for that. So the next Halo we're going to talk about is the Spring Halo. It's pretty recent. Everyone was fussing about it when it first came out, and some people got really good deals when the Halo was first obtainable. Unfortunately, it is technically the lowest tier Halo, because it has 20,000. Good for me. My Halo is not the lowest tier. I mean, But anyways, it's a nice Halo. It's pink. I don't wear too many pink outfits myself in Royal High, but I know a lot of people, they love pink. Personally, it's my second favorite color, I guess. I don't wear it a lot, but it's still a nice color, so, you know. And I would want a Halo anyways, so I'd rather have the lowest tier Halo than no Halo. So I'm going to be rating this Halo because of its rarity, unfortunately, guys. I'm going to be ranking it not a D tier, ignore what's on the screen. I'm going to be ranking it a C tier because it looks very nice. I love the sakura tree? No, it's not. Don't know what kind of flower that is, but I love whatever that is. You guys get that feeling if you probably own the Halo, or even if you don't own it. It looks nice with all the butterflies and everything. It really is like a spring Halo. And we're gonna talk about the Easter Halo. You guys know they used to have they had this Easter Halo before the spring one. So it's aesthetically pleasing, but it's a bit odd. Like, I like all the pastel colors on it and everything, that's great. But there's just a lot of eggs everywhere. And I get that's what the point of Easter is, like Easter Bunny, you know. But not a lot of people really like this halo because it's kind of clumped together with a bunch of eggs. It's not really anything specific besides eggs. But I would really still want to get this halo. As I said, I want a lot. I want all the halos. I wish I could get them. But that's not going to be possible because I'm pretty poor at the moment. But, you know, unfortunately, guys, I'm going to rank this a F tier because I love the colors. It's just the eggs that are kind of throwing it off. And please do not be hating on me in the comments. I love this. I love all the halos, but just some look nicer than others. And I'm gonna unfortunately have to put this an F tier. Sorry if you hear my weird chair creaking. Anyways, gonna go next. Winter 2019, not 2018, guys. Unfortunately, when I was recording that, I saved that to the end. But you can figure out my opinion later about my only Halo. Anyways, Winter 2019. I personally, I mean, the description of it literally says lol, but it's basically a bunch of icicles on a frozen donut, which, don't get me wrong, guys, frozen donuts, super cool. You want those hanging on your head when it's winter time, right, guys? But anyways, it's really gonna, the rarity is really gonna affect us, not necessarily how it looks. Not a lot of people have this thing. I just thought of something. I'm probably not gonna say it though. Sorry. I'm gonna rate this a B tier because it's nice. I like the particles. The icicles look pretty nice. The only part I think people don't like this halo is because you can barely see the icicles at all, and you really just see a weird thing with sparkles floating around your head. It's not that weird, but you know what I mean, right, guys? It's a little bit odd than the old halo. It's more odd than the old version. Moving on to the Mermaid 2019 Halo. I'm sure everyone, not necessarily, sorry, but a lot of people do like this halo, and until the new Mermaid one came out, at least, a lot of people did love getting this halo. It was like their favorite halo, dream item, stuff like that, you know? Personally, I love this halo a lot as well. It has a nice ocean theme. If you like your outfits to be ocean-like, I guess you could say, this is a halo you might want to consider trying to get, although it is a bit rare at around 4,000 people who own it, I believe. But if you want this halo, go for it. Try and save up your offer for it, you know? Right, guys? Everyone wants any halo, really. But if this is your dream item, you know, go for it. Like, seriously. Try your best. But anyways, besides that, Mermaid 2019, it has a bunch of coral sticking out, I believe, right? And it's pretty nice. It has a bunch of colors that can even it out, and I think I'm going to be rating this A tier because, yes, it's a lot of people's favorite item, even with the new one coming out. And you can see on the screen how nice that actually looks. Although the angle is a bit odd, just, you know, it still looks really nice. Yeah, it's very nice oh my god, I keep saying nice. It's very beautiful for an ocean outfit if you actually want to, like, I don't know, roleplay as a mermaid, maybe. And on that note, obviously, we gotta move on to the Mermaid 2020 Halo. Everyone wants this thing. It's the newest thing from the fountain. A lot of people are saying it looks like a crown, which I can technically agree with, but it definitely is an interesting halo. I do like it, and it's customizable, people. after the spring halo, we got another one that's customizable, which probably means there's going to be more in the future, of course. But it's really cool that they're bringing these customizable halos in the game instead of just paint doll halos or just a regular look to it. So this halo, it seems to have a kind of chain thing, I guess you could say, like the Halloween 2019. And it has a lot of seashells on the side and believe coral as well, but not exactly sure. Anyways, I think I'm gonna rate this at a wonderful whopping S tier. Yes, that's right, guys. Who would not want this halo? A lot of people are trading a lot for this halo, although it might not be as rare in the future. I'm sure people still would want this halo because if you can see the image on the screen, it looks very nice. It has all the sparkles from on the chains. You can see the giant seashell, and it's customizable, so you could change it to whatever color you want, like a blue or a pink, as you see in this version of it. You could easily make different colors out of it for different outfits, and although it can be a bit limited to mermaid stuff, it's pretty nice to have. Nice halo to have. Okay, this is a bit out of order for this one, but Valentine's 2020 Halo. Everyone loves this Halo. It's very nice. I personally love it a lot, and I believe there was 2020 people who own this, which is quite I don't know if they just wanted to try and do this on purpose, but that's quite the coincidence there. But anyways, this is a very nice halo. It's very pink, very expected for a Valentine's halo, of course. It has a bunch of hearts all over it, also expected. But aside from that, it's like a rose-themed halo. It has a lot of roses. You can see a few green petals on it. Sorry, you'll see the image later. And it also has, I believe, heart sparkles going around the halo or on top of the halo. As you probably guys know, for the Valentine's 2019, they also had, I believe, sakura petals going on around the top of the halo. And they tried to incorporate this in the next version of it. But obviously they want to try and make it look nicer. So I'm going to make this halo a A tier because a lot of people want this. It's their absolute dream item, and people will pay a lot for this because it's absolutely stunning to have on your avatar. You know, you normally want a pink outfit, but I'm sure people will just have random outfits with their halo on because it just looks that nice, and it can really pull off a nice flower kind of outfit. And the spring halo obviously can as well, since it's a bunch of flowers all over it. And yes, Valentine's 2019 halo. All right, so for this halo, it is very nice. I personally like it a lot. Has hearts on the sides of it. Like, I know, guys, it might look a bit odd at first. When you first take a look at it, you're just like, why is there hearts on the side of a halo? Honestly, for early Royal High, I personally think that's a good decision to do because still a lot of people like this halo, even with the, well, we could say technical reworked version. And, you know, it's a nice halo to have. It's pink. And a lot of people are still paying for it and there's a lot more people who own this halo. People might ask for like 3 halos in return for this. Like, it can be very, very expensive to try and get your hands on one of these. But a lot of people, I'm sure you'd say it's worth it. You might not think it's a good trade. But I'm going to be listing this a whopping D tier. Sorry, guys. I personally love this halo. It's just that the hearts in the middle kind of throw it off. I like it, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will be screaming in anger at me. I'm sorry. But I personally don't really wear a lot of rosy pink outfits, and we're all entitled to our opinions, alright? Sorry if I am upsetting you, commenters, I don't know. Viewers, I should say. Anyways, we have the Autumn Halo from 2019. God. But anyways, the Autumn Halo. I personally really like this Halo. Although it might be limited to autumn, yes, a lot of people actually do want this Halo. It's not as high as demand as obviously the Halloween 2019 Halo, but it is also technically the second rarest if you don't look at the new tier list that Royale High, the creators, have made. It's technically the second rarest. And that being said, it also has a great autumn aesthetic, I guess you could say. I have said that in the video before, but you know. I think I would probably rate this an A. Not an S, unfortunately, although I do really love this Halo. S, not an S, because one, it's not customizable like the Mermaid Halo, and two, it's the second rarest, but it would be a very, very, very close to an S tier. As you can see on the screen, it has all of these vibrant autumn colors. You can see a little bit of a grassy green, but like kind of dead grass or dying off. But yeah. And our final Halo on the list is our Winter 2018 Halo. You guys know I've been waiting like the whole video to explain why I love this Halo. Wow. Well, anyways, Winter 2018. Personally, I love it more than the newest version because it has all of these crystal ice spikes, I guess we could say. Not really spikes, but it has a bunch of like frozen crystals around it, you could say. And personally, I really love this. It also gives off a kind of frost effect. Not effect, but I guess you could say trail for the Halo. Like if you're standing still for a while and you move, you could see some of the cold following behind the Halo, which I think is pretty interesting. Like you don't see that too often where there's a Halo like that. I mean, well, not really, but you know what I mean, guys. It's pretty cool. I personally love this a lot. So you probably know what tier it's gonna be. A C tier, unfortunately, guys. I personally love this Halo. Not a lot of people like it, unfortunately. Which is, well, people do like it, but not a lot of people want it because of its technical rarity. It's honestly a great winter Halo, and I don't know why more people don't want this as their dream Halo, but you know, that's just their opinions. I personally would rank this probably an A tier because it's the only one I have, and looks pretty nice for a winter outfit. But it is getting towards the end of the video, guys, so we're just gonna show off our tier list for a little bit so you guys can just see all of the Halos that we've put on this tier list. Ignore the weird Halloween double thing. Yeah. But yes, I hope you guys are really enjoying this have enjoyed this video. It took a surprisingly long time to get all these images and make this video, which I didn't really expect, but you know, it's absolutely worth it, and as long as we're making you guys happy. So here are the Halo picture links. We want to make sure, well, I technically made this video by myself, but we on the channel, you know, obviously want to give our sources. So as you can see, here are all the links that we've used for each picture, and you could probably notice that there's quite a connection to most of them. So shout out to this wiki. Unfortunately, I don't exactly want to pronounce that because, not that I don't want to pronounce it, sorry guys, it's just I probably can't pronounce it. But anyways, I really hope you enjoyed this video because it took a long time. Probably not going to get a lot of views on it. But you know what? You always gotta expect that from when you're starting in the beginning of YouTube, guys, you know? Anyways, leave a comment if you disagree about some of the stuff, which might be a lot of comments, but if you have any other ideas for videos, Royale High videos, or whatever videos you want to see, you can also leave that in the comments if you want to. No pressure, guys. But we're always looking for new suggestions, and we're really happy to see that maybe we even have a few actual fans. And, you know, it's really cool to see our channel growing, even if it's not necessarily growing that much. It's still fun to make all these videos. So, once again, we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one, sisters.